Hi, hello, and welcome everyone to another episode of the Blade Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Durden, and I'm joined with my co-host, Blake Williams. And we are joined by our guest today, Amy Scott. How are you doing?
Good. How about y'all?
Doing fantastic. So tell us a little about yourself, how you grew up around here, and what did you do for high school and college?
Yeah, so I've always lived in Swainsboro, went through high school at Swainsboro High School. I've always been very active in school as well. After high school, I actually didn't go straight to college for cosmetology, which has led me to opening my business. I actually went to Ogeechee Technical College in Statesboro. I was actually going for something completely different, and then
what were you going for?
I was going for sonography.
What is that?
It's where they do the ultrasounds, when women are pregnant. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people, when I say sonography, they're like, what is that?
Yeah.
But, so I kind of did a semester there, realized I just didn't want to be there, and then I took a year off from school. So then I went into cosmetology school at Southeastern Tech here in Swainsboro. Yeah. Loved it. I really loved it there.
That was your passion?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So that's when I started cosmetology. It took me a year and a half to graduate from there. And then that's when I went and got my cosmetology license, which has led me to where I am now.
And so better yet, what year did you create your business?
So I actually started doing lashes from my house 2 years ago. Right. Yeah, May 24th I think is the exact date.
Really?
Yeah, I had a little launch party, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when that all started.
That's really cool. And I'm assuming, since you started out from your house and stuff, most of your clients are probably friends or friends of friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, word of mouth. It's actually the best advertisement there is. You can post on social media all day, which is great as well, but if I do your best friend's lashes and she's telling all her friends, and they're going to tell, exactly. It's a chain.
Yeah, exactly. And your current business is you worked with Merle Norman for a while, right?
Yes, I ran a booth out of Merle Norman.
Okay, how did that come to be?
Okay, so like I said, I was in my house, and Ashley Oglesby, she used to work in Merle Norman. She was a hairstylist, and she had messaged me about getting her lashes done, and she was like, hey girl, I don't know if you've ever considered working in a salon, but we have a private room here in case you'd like to, check it out. Right. And I was like, yeah, but I was in my head, against it. I was like, no, I'm in my house, I'm fine, I'm not paying rent. It's cool. I'm cool where I'm at. Okay. But I was just still going to go, check it out anyway. So I did. And in my head the whole time I was like, yeah, no, this ain't it.
Right.
But I talked with Miss Lisa, that's the owner of Merle Norman. And she showed me the private room, and I moved my stuff in, the next day.
Really? What
I was
changed?
like, yeah, that is. Just the environment. I like the environment of the salon, being with other people. And honestly, at home, it kind of made me feel like I'm not at work. If that makes sense. So, when you're at home, it's kind of hard to get motivated. And it was even though I was lashing, out of my bedroom, it's still work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So, it kind of, changed my whole, motivation levels.
And the mindset
yes,
of it. It's
exactly.
more professional.
Yes, yes. So, and honestly, being at Merle Norman, it's that's how it exploded for me. Ever since then, it's just been better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. How did going to Merle Norman help with getting clients and stuff? So
with traffic, people go in there, they ask about me, they say what does she do? And they've been really helpful too, just putting it out there for me, especially in the beginning when I didn't have that many clients. They were we have a lash girl, she does lashes, and it's evolved from there. I've picked up brows, facial waxing, and all that. So
nice. Your new location, where is that going to be?
So it's beside Gino's Baking Company, formerly known as the Sugar Bowl.
Oh, they changed their name?
Yes, they changed their name.
I never go to that side of town.
Yeah.
So I never knew
Yeah, it's Gino's Baking Company now. But, so it'll be right beside there, so we can eat donuts while we get our hair done.
There you go.
Yeah. It'll actually be a full-service salon. So I won't be, just in there doing lashes. I'll have booth renters that will do hair and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'll have, my own little private room, too, where I'll still be, doing pretty much what I do now.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Yeah.
When do you plan on, do you have a time frame of when you're going to?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to push it out too far. The sooner the better.
Right.
So I'm pushing for hopefully June maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you could describe your journey in a few words or a sentence, what would that be?
Patience, I guess. Yeah.
A lot of patience.
Like, it'll all just come along. Like, you just have to be patient, you know?
I gotcha. And has there been any hard parts of the journey, or has it been just kind of normal? I mean, I know with a business and creating one and doing all that, there's going to be struggles here and there. For sure. But, like, was there any definite, like, struggle you had within the past few years?
Not any, like, really, like bumps in the roads, I guess you could say. And I don't want to say, like, it's all, like, come just, like, naturally or easy. Because it is hard. I mean, it's hard to be a business owner, and I hate when people say, like, small business. Like, there's nothing small about a business. Like,
yeah, there's a lot behind the scenes going into
like,
it.
my little business is a big business. You know what I mean? So
technically.
Yeah. So definitely nothing, like, hard or, like, in the way. If you work hard, you're going to have results. So.
All right.
So where did the name Shades of Beauty come from?
Okay, so I was actually, like, really stressed about what I wanted the name to be. My original, like, plan for what the name would be was the Beauty Bar.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's cute, it's catchy, but I just felt like it was overrated in a way.
The
like,
bar.
Yeah, like.
Come and get your lashes done and drink a beer.
Yeah, I mean. So, I just wanted something, like, different. Yeah. So what I was doing was I was literally, like, I had a notepad. I was sitting in my grandma's living room. I had a notepad. I was just, like, looking up, like, crazy words. Like, even in, like, different languages, I was like, what's, like, something, like, different, something that's out there, something that really, like, covers what my business is. So I was just, like, literally on the verge of tears, honestly. So then I just, like, happened to, like, look up at the TV, and I guess my grandma was watching, like, what was on TV, and you know how, like, the title of the movie, like, comes up, or, like, once it's over, or, like, when it's beginning or whatever? Yeah. And it said 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, it's 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, so as soon as I saw, like, the shades part, I was like, like, that's it.
That's a funny origin.
I know! Yeah. So as soon as, like, I saw it, I was like, it just popped up in my head. Like, that was it. It was, like, Shades of Beauty. And I was like,
because shades, it covers, like, you know,
everything.
Like with makeup, you know, the shades, but also shades for different things.
Exactly. And shades, like, it's more than just, like, shades of skin tone, shades of, like, you know, religion.
Shades could mean, like, anything.
Yes, exactly. So,
yeah, whenever you started that off, before you even said that your grandma was watching that, I was thinking, there's no way your grandma's watching 50 Shades of Grey.
That's the bigger question.
Maybe she was. I think it was just background.
Yeah.
I think she was just watching in the background.
Yeah, that's funny.
So as soon as, like, it popped up in my head and it was, like, Shades of Beauty, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I just got the name of my business and this is what it's going to be, and, like, that's what it's been ever since. So 50 Shades of Grey, I owe him some credit for that.
There you go. Do you have any like concrete plans for your future, or things that you have in mind that you want to do?
So, like, as far as, like, my business goes?
Sure, or maybe even anything beyond that, like if you wanted to create something else, or, you know, stuff like that.
So I definitely have, like, the businesswoman mindset, I guess you could say. I do want to further, like, own more businesses, not just the salon.
Yeah.
I don't know what yet, but I do definitely feel like.
Do you think it'd be related to, like, makeup and, like, beauty?
Possibly. And stuff? Yeah, I definitely want to bring something to, like, our town that we don't have.
Yeah, I've talked about that for the longest. I know I talked to Greg Bennett about this, you know, because the biggest thing that a lot of people in Swainsboro that are, you know, that want to grow Swainsboro, they want something that not a lot of places around here have.
Yeah.
And I came up with the idea. I didn't come up with it, but I pitched the idea of having a video game lounge, because like, you would come in, you would pay a certain amount, and you get to play, like, games or stuff. We can host tournaments and stuff. Like, you know how many people in this town would come in to play, like, Madden or 2K.
My brother would be there.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And so not like, can you name a city within, like, maybe 90 miles that has that? Exactly.
Even if it was just, like, a gaming lounge, you could also have, like, you know, like, it could be, like, a chill spot, like, somewhere to hang out. Like, you know, you can have a set, like, bar, like, for studying, or just, like, a lounge. I mean, people go to Starbucks and, like, literally, like, they get on the computer and they just lounge. You know what I mean? So.
And so we also thought about having, like, you know, other than that, we'd have, like, multimedia rooms. So you would have a room for, like, you know, people, like, who want to make music, like, rap and stuff. You know how many people in this town that like to rap and make music? Yeah. That would open the doors up for so many people.
And that's the thing, too, is that obviously, like, in their house, they don't have, like, the whole, like, soundproof, like, it's, you know, a lot that goes behind that. And you would just create a small room that has that, the computer.
Exactly. And then, you know, we also talk about, like, you know, people who are interested, because I know there are a bunch of people in town who have always wanted to create their own podcast.
Right.
One of my friends, he's had one, and but it's, you know, he's very limited because it's at his house and stuff like that. But if you had like a professional setting and you could come in, rent it for like an hour or something, you would have time to do whatever you want and stuff like that. But no, I like the idea of having like a little chill spot and stuff, because like I've always wanted a Starbucks here in town.
Yeah.
Always wanted
really?
that. Yeah, I mean, Starbucks, I don't know. You don't care for Starbucks?
I get the Starbucks bottles from Harvey's every now and
then. There you go.
That's not real. I mean, that doesn't count.
That's as real as it gets for him. Yeah. But no, it's I've always liked the idea. I've loved the atmosphere of Starbucks and stuff. And then we got Leannas, which is really nice. Yes. But I think I went in there one time to study, but like the sound echoes in a way in there because it's just so wide open, and it's it was hard for me to concentrate. But I
love the bars that they have like at the front, and you can see out the windows. Yeah. Like it's so like you can you're looking at like, and it's like in the water fountains like right there. Yes. So it's like a good view.
Leanna's was such a nice addition to Swainsboro. Yes. That like
they do so well.
It was such a.
I'm glad we have something like that here too.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
Something similar to it, like I honestly wouldn't mind having another like coffee shop,
right?
But like I also wouldn't want that to like make Leanna's like lose money, essentially. Something different.
Absolutely, but you look at that too, and every business is different. Every business is gonna have their own assets. Like I mean, you have the bakery, the Sugar Bowl or Gino's Baking Company now. That didn't put Leanna's out of business, and Leanna's didn't put them out of business. Yeah.
They have their own things.
Exactly.
Their own taste, their own stuff like that.
That's why I always like my motto is with that. Like several people can be out here doing lashes, but there's enough room for us to all eat. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. That's a good point. You have your what's the word I'm looking for? Not clients, but like.
Everyone's just I know what you're saying. I can't
it's think like you're
but everyone's different. Everyone brings their own assets to the table.
Yeah.
And people are just gonna choose who they want. So.
And do you plan on staying here for your business, or do you want to expand more, or like move? Like, what's your goal?
So with that, I do plan on staying in Swainsboro for a long time. It's just wherever life takes me.
Right.
So I'm gonna go wherever life takes me, wherever God takes me. I feel like that's the only answer to that. It's just wherever God takes me.
Yeah. Do you have if you could, have your business somewhere or stuff, or like a place you'd want to, at least work in for a while? Is there a certain place that comes to mind?
Not specifically, but I definitely would like to expand. Yeah. Maybe like have a few different locations in a few different like spots, different cities, different states. Bigger the better. Yeah,
definitely. So, I mean, once you grow, it's going to be easier. Yeah. I mean, imagine having a store in Statesboro and Savannah. Yeah, and,
exactly.
Stuff like that.
Right.
That'd be really cool. Well, thank you so much for coming out today. We greatly appreciate it, and I wish you so much success in your future.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. This was really fun, and I really enjoyed it. So.
Of course. And as always, have a great day.